Welcome.
Welcome back to Au Pair and Host Mom Unfiltered.
I'm going to let you say the name always.
Can you say it?
I can, but I'm not going to.
Why not?
It's hard. Hard work.
Guys, we are back. I feel like I just need to start this episode because this is the first one we've recorded since we launched.
Yep.
And you guys are the best listeners.
You are.
Somehow we have ranked our podcast in the top lists.
I'm so happy.
And it's all because of you guys. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. I feel like we need to thank our family a little.
Oh, yeah. Low-key, it's all of our family and friends who are listening to this.
Maybe. Not all of them. I don't have that many friends.
I don't have 600 friends.
I don't either.
Well, I do technically on social media, but
well, still not.
I know 600 people that are my friends are not listening to this.
Same.
So I think we are getting some people that are not actually friends with us. If you're not friends with us and you want to be friends with us, you should follow our TikTok, Au Pair Host Mom, or our Instagram, Au Pair Host Mom Unfiltered.
Yes.
Because we have some pretty freaking great content on there.
I feel like we do.
I feel like we actually do. We're putting a lot of time into it. It's fun.
We are.
We're having a lot of fun doing it. So, Nata, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about dating in the U.S.
As an
specifically. As an au pair. Yep.
Which is interesting. And
yes.
the reason we're going to talk about it today is because Valentine's Day is right around the corner. We're going to drop this episode right before Valentine's Day because we're going to have a Valentine's Day content week.
We are. And it's actually a lot to say about it.
Yeah. We have a lot. We have a lot to unpack today in today's episode.
We do. And I'm happy about it. It's going to be exciting.
Good.
For other people.
And what are we drinking today, Nata?
Julmust, which is like Coke for Christmas.
So I put up on our TikTok that my dad brought me, and he brought you one too.
Yep.
A Julmust from Sweden. And I said on there, it is like if Coke and beer had a non-alcoholic baby. Because it has hops in it.
Yes.
Which is part of what beer is made of.
But still, so we can also say that you probably have a Påskmust in the refrigerator.
I do have one in there.
And that is like we have for Easter.
It's the same exact drink. They just rebrand it for Easter.
It's almost a year ago and it's still
there.
there.
I know. But here's the thing. I said this. I'm like, I always save these drinks for the right time and then I never drink it. So that's why today I was like, I'm going to get this out and we're going to drink it. I also don't drink caffeine. It makes me crazy. So today's going to be fun.
Oh no, good thing I'm leaving after this.
I'm going to be in my office working shaking.
Stop. Okay. Should we get into dating?
Okay. Dating as an au pair.
Okay.
Where do we even begin?
With the dating apps.
The dating apps.
Where do you find people? Okay, so it's mostly Tinder.
Yeah.
Then it's a little Bumble. And one thing we don't really have in Sweden, but we have is huge here, is Hinge.
Yeah.
I've never had it before I came here.
Can you explain what the difference, if you figured it out, between the multiple apps are?
I think Tinder is based on pictures the most.
Yeah.
Hinge is trying to match you together with someone based off what you have put in your profile and what other people have, and they're like, we think you guys should match.
Okay.
And then you can see their profile and be like, yeah, I think so too. Or
wasn't Johnny's cousin saying that Hinge is you can comment on something from someone's profile?
Yes, that's how you match. That's how you send away your match. You either like a picture or you comment something they have. It could be 2 truths and 1 lie about me.
Oh, okay.
And things. So it's you have a way into matching.
Oh, interesting.
Easier.
And I think we also thought Hinge was based on people you knew, but they had changed that.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know how it was before.
Yeah.
But now it's not based on people you know. Not that I know. Then we have Bumble.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about Bumble? It's like also pictures. It's a mix of them both.
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
kind of in between.
Yes,
So when I dated, 10 years ago,
that's a long time.
there
ago.
were dating apps. Tinder was out, Bumble was out, Hinge was not out. And I felt like Bumble was a bit more serious people.
That's
No?
probably true.
Maybe a little bit. There was also
Yeah.
this thing called Coffee Meets Bagel. I did date a guy off of that.
Stop.
I obviously did not end up with him.
Obviously not.
So, I think we're going to do a TikTok video on me and Johnny and how we met. So we'll post that for you guys
You should.
for Valentine's Day.
But okay, so I think I agree with you. Tinder is probably the most
Superficial. Let's hook up. Let's be honest.
Yes, I think so too. But they've just got like a thing where it says on people's profile if they want something serious or just
If they're just
casual.
looking so like they just like go out and go ahead and say it from the get-go. Like,
Yeah, it says like under the picture if they like approve to show it. It says like serious or like serious but are up for casual and like casual but open for serious.
So does that influence your decision at all when you swipe on someone?
Maybe. I've not thought about it that much, honestly. But it could be. Like, if you're really looking for something serious, you should not be swiping on someone who has casual.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
and the opposite way.
Yeah,
So, it helps, I guess.
that's interesting.
It is.
So, talk about how your experience has been with these dating apps, Natha.
Awful. Tinder is the worst.
And it's not her. She's not the problem. I can say that.
Thank you. I'm not. I'm never the problem. But everyone else is.
That's correct.
It is. Okay,
No,
so
okay, no, but she's honestly right.
yes.
Okay.
So you kind of know already.
Yeah.
Like, but it's not been great. Tinder's not great. Humble is
Humble. Hinge and Bumble. Humble. We should create a new app. Humble.
Yes. Okay, Bumble is not great, and Hinge is not great.
No, they haven't been successful at all. Tinder has been your best just from a standpoint that you have more people to pick from, right?
Yes, but I also think they could depend on our location.
100% depends on the location. Because when we've been traveling, we've had some, maybe not better luck, but like
A little.
A
Standard
little bit.
has been
I say
higher.
we. Get into that in a minute.
Yes, but it's been not great. It's going better. Like the last week,
You've
like
had some better options.
oh yeah, the options on Tinders especially have been way better. Like
Yeah.
people are good looking now.
So here are the things that have been like red flag or like no thank you. Number one, no offense to military people out there, but it's just not something that we feel comfortable having someone, we've talked about this in episode number 1,
We did.
having guns in their profile.
I just feel like overall
It freaks her out.
a little, especially American military.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just seemed like it's so scary.
Intense.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's a big red flag. Holding up a fish in front of the camera. Don't do that.
Holding up a dead animal.
Any dead animals for that.
Yes, there are a lot of them that do that. Don't do it. Don't post pictures of dead animals.
Facts.
Yep.
What else is there? Photos of 5 guys, and
In
then
every picture.
the next photo is a photo with 5 guys, and then the next photo is a picture of 5 guys, and you don't know who it is.
As a guess, I always assume, honestly, it's the ugliest.
Oh, always. It
Otherwise,
always
they
is.
would have posted.
And
a
by
picture
the
of
last
themselves.
photo, you're like, "Yep, I was right. It's the ugly guy."
Who
That's so mean.
I was just about to say.
Whoever listens to this, like, we're just being superficial about this, okay?
I mean, but it's true. I would assume if you don't put one picture of yourself only, that
Either you're insecure
yes,
or you're You actually are not attractive.
That's horrible. But
It is horrible.
It's true. It's the truth. That's what I would assume.
Yeah. So
And do you have other red flags?
on profiles.
Oh, a lot of them probably. There are
What?
a lot of red flags.
Oh yeah, there's so many.
Having a picture with another girl.
Oh yeah, that's a big
Why?
one. Why do you have a photo
Like
of you with
if
another
you
girl?
can't see that it's like obviously your mom
or
something.
sister?
You
Even
can never see
sister
sister.
is like, it needs to be very, very platonic, which is like friends.
Mm. No,
Yeah,
just take better pictures.
no, nothing with another girl. What else? Just mirror selfies. Not a great look.
Taking pictures of your abs.
Just your abs.
That's, I don't know.
Not something we're looking for.
No,
What else? What else is there with profiles?
I can't remember now.
I don't
But
know.
I could make a list that's probably longer
We
than
can-
my Christmas wish list. So
That's so true.
we can post it.
Yeah.
I can make a list and
make a
post
list
it.
of all of our red flags on dating apps.
Yes,
Okay, so guys, it's about to get juicy.
it is.
We have a great story for you today.
We do. And should I start?
I feel like you need to tell the majority of it. Do you want me to like set the scene and then you can say what happened?
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay, so you know how I said like we? Well, I don't know. You'd been here for maybe like a month, and we were like, how? There's a whole story about your Tinder, but we won't go into that. Anyways,
Yes.
she finally got onto Tinder in America, and my mom was still here, and she's like, guys, the guys here are just not good. And so we're like, they can't be that bad. You're just being picky.
Yes.
So we're like, let's swipe for you. And we get our phone and we're like, oh, wow. No. 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 Like there's a red flag in every single one of these. Like, we're not looking for a serious relationship or anything. We're just looking for someone that seems normal,
yes.
kind, and likes to have a good time. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like we're looking for a lot.
No.
We're not even that picky on looks, to be fair.
My standard, I think, is
It's lowered
it
so
went
much.
from this, like high, to very low.
Yeah.
It's like when I see someone average looking, I'm like,
okay.
oh, you're pretty good looking.
Yeah, right.
Let's swipe.
So bad.
And if this was a year ago, I would have been like, oh,
Never.
no.
But hey, maybe this is a good lesson for you because,
Don't go on looks.
yeah,
But even
it's important though. It is very
Oh,
important.
it is important. But even when I'm not gonna looks now, it's not went great.
It's so true.
They're not great people either way. So I
know.
might as well go with someone who's
It looks good. Okay, so anyways, so my mom and I were swiping. We're like, okay, no. So finally, we get to a photo, and it was like instantaneously, we were like, this guy is Swedish. Like you just can see it in the photo and how they look, and we like swipe 3 photos. We're like, for sure, this guy's Swedish. I don't know how we figured it out. It may have even said.
I don't know either. But you just know. Like
You just know. I knew. We both knew right away. And so we're like, if nothing else, let's swipe right just to like,
It's
be
a
like,
Swedish person.
hey, you're a Swedish person. Okay. So we swipe right. Keep going left. over and over. I think we maybe found one other guy that whole night.
Yeah,
We
a
swiped
Swedish
for like
guy.
an
You
hour.
found another
Well,
Swedish
no.
guy.
Like besides them, we
Oh.
found another Swedish guy.
Oh.
We found maybe one other American guy. Whatever. We found a second Swedish guy. Guys, we live in Gainesville, Georgia. There are no Swedish guys here. They don't live here.
True.
Although I say that, and I do know 2 old Swedish people, but they're old. There's no young Swedish guys here.
Yes.
Okay, so we swipe right. We're like, ha, don't think anything of it. Went
No.
to bed.
Did not match that night.
That night, no. No.
Okay. Then I wake up in the morning. And I'm like, I got a match. And it was a Swedish guy. And I was like, I didn't really know what you swiped on.
Yeah, no.
Like you just said,
We
I
were-
think there's a Swedish guy.
Yeah.
So I was like, Swedish guy. Interesting.
I think you were like in and out of the room as we were doing it. And then we were like, oh my gosh, look, here's a Swedish guy. Right. Like,
yeah.
like we didn't even ask you.
No, but I gave it up to you. I was
Yeah.
like, you can handle this. So I was like, Swedish guy. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I did not. Then, okay, so somewhere here, I'm looking at his picture and the name of the guy, and he played a sport.
Yeah.
And I asked, I think it was the first Swedish guy I matched with.
Yeah.
And I asked a friend of mine that I know, like, no.
An acquaintance.
Yeah, like from my hometown. I'm like, hey, because I know that she's kind of was talking to someone
Yeah.
that lived around the same school that these people were going to.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, do you know what they're doing in Gainesville? Because I saw that they were here. And she's like, yeah, they're on a competition. So I didn't think more about it until another guy matched with me, also Swedish. And about here, I figure out that, oh no, this is the same guy the girl I know is talking to.
We're like,
This,
she like runs upstairs.
I was
and
like,
she's like,
oh no.
oh my gosh.
I was like, what are the odds for like someone even to be in Gainesville, first of all?
First of all,
Second of all, it being someone that he's talking to someone that I actually know.
You actually
from
know who
Sweden.
this person is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or know of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's weird, but whatever. Didn't think more about it. I was like, I'm obviously not going to write anything
Yeah.
because I'm not that kind of person.
No.
So moving on with my day, then he writes something. I don't remember,
Yeah, I don't remember
what
what
he
it
write,
was exactly.
but it was
not appropriate.
no, it was not. So
He
like,
was not looking for a relationship on Tinder.
he was not under the serious. serious. So I was like, oh no, why did he do that?
Right.
Like,
That sucks.
it does. So I was like, I need to tell this friend of mine. So I told her, and well, that's kind of the story.
Yeah.
I never responded.
No.
It was just the odds that someone, first of all, was here in Gainesville,
Yeah.
and I got like
I feel like
saw them on Tinder
yeah.
because I just downloaded it at that point.
No, you had literally gotten it like the day before.
Yeah.
I think it was the second day you had it because we were like asking you how it was going.
Yeah, so all the odds together were just
It was
like
bizarro.
it was, but
I feel like the other Swedish guy was like nice and normal and cute, but after that situation it was like, well, we're not gonna
they're all friends.
talk to you now. That ended that.
You can see like the whole. I think I matched with maybe 3 or 4 from the same team.
They're all sitting in their rooms.
Yeah, they were probably super bored here.
Tindering. Like, oh, look at her. Oh, look. Oh, we're all gonna.
No, I even
Match
think
with
one
the
of the
same girl.
guys sent me a Snapchat of a video of his friend saying, "Oh, it's this Swedish girl." A video.
Wait, what?
Oh, I never told you this. Yeah, one of the other, not
Wait,
that guy.
say that again.
Okay, so not this guy that
Not
we were
the-
talking
another
about.
one on the
Another
team.
one.
Okay, yeah.
He sent a video on Snapchat of his other friend that's probably from Scandinavia as well. Said like, "Oh, it's a Swedish girl."
That's me, the Swedish girl.
Hey, maybe I'm the problem after all.
No, for sure was not you the problem in that scenario.
It wasn't.
So yeah, there's your fun little smallest world coincidence that
Yep.
happened on Tinder. Okay, we wanted to talk about having a boyfriend back at home because
I cannot relate.
fortunately for you, but it's something that we feel like other au pairs have to deal with.
Yep.
I see this in a good number of profiles of like, I have a boyfriend at home who's serious and I would like them to come visit, or like I live with my boyfriend. And so I think as a host family,
What are your thoughts about it?
yeah, I think that it's interesting. I'm not opposed to it personally. I don't honestly, I don't really care one way or the other. I don't care what you do with your personal life at all.
No.
As long as you're like not selling meth or something. But I really don't care. But I don't think it makes a huge difference as long as they really feel confident that it's not going to impact their day-to-day life. like that they have a healthy relationship. It's not like super codependent or anything.
Just because it could be pretty problematic if you just end up crying
All the time.
today, because you're
That's
missing
the
your
biggest
boyfriend.
thing. Yeah. I feel like there's friends of yours here who have boyfriends and they like move on with their life. Like they talk to their boyfriend, but they have a great life and they're happy.
I do.
Yeah.
And that's the way
It
should
should
be.
be. Yeah. I think that there is the risk though of like them getting super homesick and missing their boyfriend.
for sure.
I feel like it'd be fine if boyfriend came to visit. There was a girl when I was looking the first time around,
One of the 4 people.
literally one of the 4 people I sent a request to. She had a serious boyfriend and we're like, we're totally cool with your boyfriend coming to stay. You know, that, I mean, that doesn't bother me at
No.
all. Your best friend's going to come stay with us for
She
2 weeks.
is.
We're so excited.
It's a long time, but it's not that long
Lucky.
until then.
No, it's not. It's really soon.
It's
Like a month.
mm,
It's crazy. And like, what do you think about it from the au pair's perspective of like having a boyfriend?
I think it kind of depends on who you are as a person, honestly. Like, I don't know. I would not want to have a boyfriend here
Yeah.
just because I think it makes it harder.
Yeah.
Like, you still have your friends to catch up with. You have your family that you want to talk to. You already have so many people that you are trying to like catch up with
to
and
keep in
talk
touch with back at
Yeah.
home. Yeah.
And
That's already hard.
Yeah, that's hard enough. Or like find the time to talk with people all the time, even though you really want to talk to them. There's not always time because you can't live like totally at home when you're here.
Yeah.
Like you need to meet people here. So it would be even harder if you would have a boyfriend, because that would probably take up a lot of time.
Yeah.
And I think the odds that you get homesick
Are
are
higher.
way higher.
Way higher. Yeah. And then the other, I mean, I think a lot of au pairs relationships tend to end either while they're here or when they go back. Not all, I would say, but a good number of them probably end.
Yes. I think that's true. Either that they end here because there's some issues in the relationship
Yeah.
that like causes trust issues and you just fight and then eventually you break up.
Yeah.
Or you change as a person here. You get more mature, you learn new things while they change over there, and it's hard to not see them. I mean,
you're not changing together.
no.
It's
You're
different.
changing separately.
Yeah.
And maybe when you come home, you're not the same people anymore.
Yeah.
And you break up because of that.
I mean, I've been married now. What did we say? Almost 7 years.
Something like that.
Something like that. Like Johnny and I are not the same people we got married at all. But like we have changed together. Like we've grown together and thankfully have been able to stay together. He's put up with me. So I think that's just something to like think about if you are an au pair, wanting to be an au pair and you have a relationship. Just know that it can be hard at times and know what you're kind of getting yourselves into. And for host families, know that there could be more homesickness involved with it.
Yeah, but I still recommend people to go.
Yeah.
Because I don't think a boyfriend back at home should keep you from going. Because if you break up like half a year after something, you're just going to regret not going. I didn't go when I was 20 because I had a boyfriend.
This is the best advice I think you've given yet. Like,
Thank you.
Don't just let a boyfriend limit you. Girl power.
Yes. Hashtag girl power.
Okay, and now we have come to my new favorite part at the end of our episodes, which...
Can I tell the story about the date?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yes, tell that story first. I'm so glad you said that.
This is the recent story on Tinder.
The most recent Tinder, yeah.
Yeah, so there was this guy. He was around here. He was pretty close.
Yeah.
And
within like 30 minutes.
He seemed like a normal person for once. Like, he asked normal questions. Like, seemed like a normal person, which is rare, apparently, on Tinder. So I was just answering this, and like we're talking, and he's like, "Hey, I want to take you out." I was like, "Ooh, okay." And I kind of lied and said I was sick.
But you had been sick.
I had been
you
sick all
genuinely
week.
were sick, like still kind of.
But this was like on Friday.
Yeah, you were over it almost.
And he wanted to meet on Saturday.
yeah, like
And
the next
I was
day.
just like, this is not enough time for me to mentally prepare.
Yeah,
I can't do tomorrow.
yeah.
So I said I was still sick, which was, I mean, kind of true. I
It
didn't do
was.
anything else.
No.
So then he's like, well, next week. And I was like, yes. Okay. And I asked, or like he asked for my number. And here's where it comes to the thing. So I opened his message and forgot about it because I was like, I need to figure out my number because I still don't know my
She
number.
doesn't know her American number.
No. And then something interrupted and I forgot about it until like late in the evening. And I go in to check and he unmatched. He unmatched because I didn't respond for like 12 hours.
And
Wait.
I was like, you know what? Then that's probably a good thing that you didn't end up going on a date with this guy if he's that petty.
Yes. And I was also kind of scared about the fact going on a date.
Yeah.
Because I'm paranoid a little here. I don't want to get kidnapped.
But here's what we were saying is me and Johnny were like, yeah, well, you would totally go undercover wherever she goes on a date. Like we told her she has to go out on the Gainesville Square so we can just be like hanging out around
Yeah.
and be like, oh, hey. No, I don't know if we'd come up to you, but we'd stalk the shit out of this guy.
But I had two friends that said that they could go on a dinner at the same place.
Oh, friends here.
Yeah.
Oh, they said they would go too.
Yeah,
That's
they were
probably
like-
way better than us.
They were
'cause-
like, we can go on a dinner and sit like in a table in the like close
Yeah.
to because
if
he
we
would
were there
never
with
know.
Liam would be like, Nata.
Yes. So, but I was like to my sister, I was like, yes, I can't be this paranoid. Like, I just have to do it. And she's like, well, maybe that you should be paranoid.
Should be a little paranoid.
Yeah, she's like, you probably should be.
I would just be sitting on my phone, like watching her Find My, because we have
Yeah.
Find My on with each other. And I'd be like, oh, she's moving. She's
Oh,
moving.
no. Oh no, let's go take her home.
Gotta go get her.
No, but it would probably be fine. But you don't have to be naive either.
No, exactly. You
Okay.
have to be somewhat trusting.
That
I'm
was
so glad you said that. We forgot about that. I didn't put that in my little notes.
But there's a new guy now.
Wait, which one? The one you
Well,
showed me?
Yeah, there's one guy that we've been texting back and forth, and one guy today. But
Texting? Like number texting?
no,
Oh, I was like,
Tinder texting.
You did not tell me you took something offline.
no, Tinder texting.
Okay.
So we'll see. Maybe I'll come back with an update.
Yeah, we'll give you updates on her dating life if there are any.
It's been pretty dead for a while, but it's okay.
We're gonna find you someone.
Thank you.
But the other moral of the story is she's been forbidden from Tindra, her best friend, to fall in love in America. But low key, I would love it if she'd fall in love with someone in America.
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not
Sorry,
looking.
Tindra. I'm not gonna do that to you.
No, but I'm not looking for the love of my life. But I'm not against it.
Oh, that's the development.
Yes, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Moving
Yeah.
on.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yes.
You're not in a rush.
I'm not.
You got some time.
Yes.
Okay, so the Facebook post we have for you guys this week is right in line with our topic. The question is, au pairs. How open are you with your host family about what you do in your free time and if you're dating someone? Is it something we're supposed to involve the host family in, or can we put a boundary on it from our working life? I don't have an opinion either way. Just curious how you guys have approached it. So we'll talk about our opinions about it, and then
I'm not sure we need to talk about ours.
because people sum it up.
Yeah, I think people get that we're
Obviously, very open about this.
not hiding it.
Okay, so the people we this time we got comments from other people to give you like what people are saying besides the two of us, because we have a very unique relationship, I think.
Yeah.
So someone was like, with my host family, they're like 30 and 32 years old. Our age is not that much different. We're like friends, so we sometimes talked about guys, and that's how they knew I'm dating someone here. Later, he came over and introduced him to them, and they also helped scan him, you know, making sure he's a good person. Nowadays, we hang out all together. We're just very open, that kind of thing. So that's that person. She's been with the family for almost 2 years. So, I mean,
That's kind of like us.
kind of like us,
Yes.
except I would know before.
You know before I dated someone.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then someone had a very strong opinion in all caps, put host parents are your bosses, not your friends.
But I mean, that's not true for some.
No, for I would say
Most of
most
them.
people. Like the whole point is that you're a part of the family
Yeah.
and it's a cultural exchange. I don't know. Maybe we just have lack of boundaries.
No, but I think we're unique. Like
do,
we're
yeah.
probably more than
Yeah.
other people. But I think saying that they're only your bosses, I don't think many people have it that way either.
Yeah. I don't know if that was a host family or an au pair, but either way,
Probably an au pair.
I think it was an au pair.
But I can't.
I don't think that's
kind
a
of
good
feel
way to
bad for
approach
them.
it. Yeah, for the family, you mean?
No,
Or for her?
for her, if she feels like they're only your bosses.
Yeah. Which, I mean, again, I am a big believer in boundaries. Like, you don't tell me absolutely everything.
No.
I don't tell you absolutely everything, but
Yeah.
like we have a very good open relationship.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. Like, you don't tell your parents everything either.
No.
I mean,
Not everything. But like I called them when I had this guy
yeah,
asking for a date. I was like,
yeah.
"Hey, I'm going on a date.
Mm.
Am I gonna get kidnapped?"
And your mom's probably like, yes.
Yeah. My sister thought
your
so
sister
too. I
too.
think everyone thought so. They were
Was
like,
your dad like, this is a great idea?
"No, I don't think he thought it was a good idea either." But still, you can't be scared of everything.
No, there's a good balance of it.
Yeah,
Another person said it should depend on the relationship you have with them. 100%.
makes sense.
If you do feel like your host family is your boss, then probably don't tell them about who you're dating.
Yeah.
And then someone, I was like, okay, we need to be friends with this person. They were like, I personally was screen sharing my dating app on the TV and had a wine swipe night with my host mom when my host dad was putting the kids to bed. He even joined in for a few minutes. We're really great friends. And I even went out to dinner and drinks with my host mom and her sister. That's like basically our relationship.
Yes, that
So-
would describe us pretty good.
I know. I was like, we could have written that.
Yes.
So
That's funny. That's very funny. But I think overall, you don't have to tell them if you don't want to tell them.
no.
But at some cases, it could be good to tell them.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just sneak someone in. If
No.
if you're gonna like date them for a longer time,
Exactly.
you eventually need to tell them, I think.
And then the other thing I saw people commenting were like, some host families don't want you to give out your address.
Yeah.
And so like if you're having a guy come pick you up, like you need to run that by them,
Yes.
which that makes sense.
Yeah.
But also like,
Well, it's hard.
yeah.
But you should probably, it really depends on your relationship with
Mhm.
your host family
Yeah.
overall.
I think that's the bottom line of this.
But eventually, you don't have to say like too much. You can just say, "Hey, I'm dating someone," or
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I'm going out for dinner," and maybe they're asking, "Oh, who are you going with? Who are you going
yeah.
with?" And then you can just say, "Oh,
Yeah.
just this
Or
guy."
like if you're having a hard time like bringing it up, you could be like, "Oh, hey, I'm going to go out to dinner tonight with someone I met." And just
Yeah.
maybe see if they'll ask you questions about it if you want
Yeah.
them to know.
Exactly. And probably if you don't have a relationship where you really talk about those things, probably they won't say anything.
No, yeah.
Like, I don't think they would be like asking lots of questions about this guy or your relationship
Yeah.
if you do not have that relationship with them.
Yeah, exactly. I think it just case by case.
Yeah.
I would always like to know just because I think it's fun.
I was
And I'm
just
like,
supposed to say
and
gossip.
fun. Yeah, like give me the tea. But also safety. Like I feel
Yeah.
very responsible for your safety while you're here.
Yeah, I think my parents and my sister are happy about that.
Yeah.
That someone
Like
keeps me safe.
I don't think I tell you this, but like even when you're in Atlanta, like I'll sometimes check on your Find Me just to make sure you're still in Atlanta.
So where should I be?
Not well, if
Puerto
you got, like
Rico?
kidnapped or something, then at least I know like you're driving out of Atlanta. I'm like, I don't think that's where she's supposed to be right now.
That's true.
Not a lot, but like every once in a while, I'll be like,
Well-
mostly for my peace of mind, because
Yeah.
I do feel very responsible for you and making sure that you're okay. Like you're kind of one of my kids.
Well, I don't care. Like, my whole family has my find my phone
yeah.
thing, and
If
I
anyone
have.
tried to kidnap her, you were
I
not
was-
going to
I was
succeed.
just about to say I probably have 10 people there.
Yeah,
and the few times I've turned it off, they're like,
Immediately.
where are you and why can't I see where you
Yeah.
are? So I could never get away with anything.
No.
Let's just say that.
That's good, though, that you feel open enough to let people in.
Yeah. I don't have a choice. Honestly, I don't think so. No.
I would have let you, like, not, but it would have made me really nervous to not have a no power on
Yeah.
Find My.
But
If there were times you felt like you needed to turn it off, fine.
But I just don't know. I just feel like I don't have anything to hide.
No.
I don't have anything for hide from you,
No.
and I don't have anything for find.
To hide.
It's not going great. I don't have anything to hide from my parents or my sister or my friends either.
Exactly.
It's just good
You're
for
so
me.
mature.
Oh, thank
I
you.
hid so much from my parents.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you don't have to tell them details about your whole life,
No.
but like overall, where I am.
Yeah.
If I'm not sleeping home, my mom's gonna know
Exactly.
because she would have called me.
Yeah.
She done that once. I was going to sleep at a friend's house, and I were. Then this friend disappeared. She was nowhere to be
that
found
happened to me.
when the club
Mhm.
closed, and I was like, "Well, I'm just gonna keep walking with people and see like if I can sleep with someone else."
That happened the night I met Johnny.
It did.
So, yeah.
Oh no!
Mhm.
And then I was like, my mom calls me. She's like, "Aren't you gonna sleep at her place?" And I was like, "She's nowhere to be found." And she's like, "Should I come pick you up?" And I was like, "Well, no. Now I'm walking."
Found a bed.
No, but like I was walking, and at this point, I was like, "I'm on an adventure. Like I'm just going with like my friends right now."
Yeah.
So it was fine, but like she knew
Yeah.
in probably like 30 minutes, she
That's
knew
so
that I
funny.
was not where I was supposed to be.
You have the best family ever. Seriously.
I do. I really like them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll end on that high note. We love you, not this family.
Yes. I love them too.
Okay.
Do you have anything else today?
I think that's all. I
We're
think
done?
That was the last slide. Yep.
I
we
promise-
finished.
I promise we'll come with an update.
We will
if
come
I-
with an update. We will get you a date.
Oh, yeah. It would not be hard to find a date. It's just
No.
that I want a date that's
Good.
standard.
Attractive.
Yes. Exactly. We'll see. It will come.
We'll report back.
Yes, we will. Okay. Hej då.
Hej då!